very young age, I've always loved baking. It's a great way to spend time with family and friends, and it's always rewarding to enjoy a creation you made fresh from the oven. Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own baguette. Baguettes are a great thing to have for picnics, dinner parties, or just an afternoon snack. Let's get started. You're going to use a stand mixer fitted with the hook attachment, and in your mixing bowl combine the flour, water, salt, and Fleischmann's active dry yeast. Mix your dough for about 1 minute and then scrape the bottom. Then mix it for another 3 minutes on low speed. You're waiting until the dough wraps around the hook and forms a ball. And then when you gently press the dough, if it springs back towards you, that's when you know it's ready. Once your dough's ready, gently grease a bowl that you're going to put the dough into and let it rest for 45 minutes. Now we're ready to shape your baguettes. Gently flour your work surface so that the baguette does not stick to the counter. Then we're going to take your dough and divide it in half, either using a bench scraper, which is what I like to do, or if you don't have a bench scraper, you can always use a knife. We're going to use our rolling pin to make the dough into a rectangle, roughly 6 by 4 inches. If the dough sticks, feel free to sprinkle a little bit more flour. You can also use your hands if the dough starts to spring back to help get that nice rectangle shape. Once you have roughly about a 6 by 4 inch rectangle, we're going to start folding the dough towards the center. So take the side farthest away from you and bring it towards the center, and then use your fingers to pinch it and seal. Then you're going to take the side that's closest to your body, fold it over towards the center, and pinch to seal. We're going to repeat these steps about 5 or 6 times until your baguette is about 11 inches, but it's totally up to you what size you want your baguette. Then we're going to transfer this to a sheet tray. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of cornmeal onto the sheet tray. That way the baguette does not stick to the bottom of the pan. So we'll place the baguette on the pan, and then we're going to let this rise for about an hour before we brush it with a little bit of water and score it. So put it in a warm place for about 1 hour. Now we're going to get our baguettes ready to go in the oven. First, we're going to brush it with some water using a pastry brush. Then we're going to score the baguettes. I'm using a scoring tool, but you can also use a serrated knife. You want to score on a 45-degree angle. Usually about 3 cuts per loaf, depending on the size of your loaf. This ensures that a crust forms where those slits are, and it also makes sure that the air can get into the loaf and make a nice, crusty, delicious loaf of bread. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and then bake your baguettes for about 18 minutes or until they're nicely golden brown. Then you're going to transfer, and if you have hands that can withstand heat, just do it like that. Otherwise, you can use your towel to transfer them to a wire rack and let them cool. And there you go, a delicious baguette made by you. I'm inspired by the joy that delicious food brings to people's lives. I hope that you enjoy this delicious baguette. Don't forget to visit becomeabetterbaker.com for more recipes and cooking inspiration.